Okay guys, final load test. Washing machine, alright? I don't really know how much a washing machine eats up, okay? I don't think it's that much, because it still works off of 120, so. But yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what it eats up. So let me see how much we're consuming right now. Alright, so right now we're drawing about 870 watts. Yeah, 870. So that's before I put my clothes in the washing machine, okay? So yeah, I know I'm finding things to eat up power in the garage. All right, so I'm gonna do my laundry. This is my bed sheets and stuff. All right, and then when I fire it up, we'll find out. And then I think when it eats up the most power is probably my guess is when it spins, okay? Because it has to move the basket really fast. All right. So we'll check it throughout. I'm just cleaning the garage right now. So what I'm doing, the garage is a freaking mess. Like I hate to say it, man. I've done so many things in the garage that it's gotten so messy. Then I've cleaned it a couple days later, and then it just gets messy a couple days later again. So I'm trying to clean up that mess right now. Okay, and I'm using the vacuum. It eats up a lot of power too. So all right, here we go. Okay, here we go. It's kind of doing its thing right now. Ooh, I heard the. Oh, it's doing something. Okay. All right. So while the washing machine is doing its thing, I'd imagine that thing it uses a lot of different power. You know, it's not just constant. So we were what, like 870, I think. All right, here we go. We were actually lower. 770. The load is even less now. Oh, there we go. Wow. See that? It shot up to 1 kilowatt for a second. Okay, so during oh yeah, wow, look at that. When I hear the basket move around, it jumps up to like 1 kilowatt. Okay, so yeah, actually you heard the inverter spin up, the fan spin up. So we'll see. I think that when it eats up the most power is when it's trying to spin the basket, when it's trying to dry the clothes. Okay, so or rinsing it. Okay, all right. So yeah, I will. We'll go check when that happens. Okay. Okay. So it's currently filling the basket up with water right now. Okay, it's not really moving, but it's putting water in there. It doesn't really eat up any power at all. Okay. Okay, washing machine's doing its thing, alright? It's washing the clothes. So while it's washing the clothes, it's pulling like about 1 kilowatt. It kinda goes back and forth between 1 and 1.7 kilowatts. So wow. And I think that's what the motor is like. It's moving back and forth like this, right? So that's what's happening. Right? You can hear it, right? Okay. Oh hey, yeah, so I don't know, man. It just finished washing, and I never saw that thing spin, man. It would like kind of spin and then drain real quick, and then that would be it. But normally it's supposed to spin for like a minute or two, okay, and it never did that. I've been watching it the whole time. It just seems like it was just wasting a bunch of water, man. But anyway, hey, it finished one whole cycle. I guess that'll work. What I can do is I can force it to spin. Let's see. And of course my clothes are all wet, so yeah. Let me go force it to spin. Okay, I set it to drain and spin. I think it was eating up about 700 watts just now. Yeah, so we're at 700 watts right now, so we'll see when it spins. Yeah, I'm not lying. Sometimes this washer does some weird stuff, man, I'm telling you. Like, it will not drain properly. And I know it'll spin this. Like, sometimes it's out of balance, you know, and then so you have to make it balance the clothes and stuff, but yeah. All right, come on, there we go. It's going now. Let's wait. Let it get to full speed. Okay, that's pretty much full speed right there. I bet you it's just gobbling. Oh, there, it stopped. What the heck? Okay, I promise I will get it this time. Okay, it's spinning up now. Yeah, where's the watts? Oh, there we go. Yeah, when it's spinning, it only eats up like where we're at 700, like only like 200 watts, man. I thought that's what eats up the most power, is when that thing is spinning, man. That's only like 200 watts it eats up. So occasionally when it's actually washing, when the basket's moving back and forth, it'll go up to like 1.2 kilowatt, you know. But so I think it eats up, yeah, it eats up about 500 watts when at the most, you know. But it's very intermittent. Like it spikes and then it goes away, it spikes and goes away. So yeah. Anyway, it's perfectly capable of running the washing machine, okay? Surprisingly, the washing machine really doesn't eat up all that much power. It's kind of hard to gauge how much power it eats up, because like it does a lot of, it's programmed to do a bunch of different stuff, like spin and then wash the clothes and then drain the clothes, you know. I think anything that has to do with the water, it really doesn't, you know, it's not it doesn't eat up power. So okay, so yeah, so pretty much that's the end of the load test episode. Everything works, okay? I've also charged both batteries, all right? I charged one of them already. One of them is fully charged on my Light B, 92%. So now we're charging this one here, okay? Cool. So I'll keep my eye on that one. That one I don't use very often. It's my second battery. So all right. So, but yeah, okay, so we're still kind of doing the capacity test. I've charged one of the batteries fully, almost, at 92%. I don't know the next time I'm going to ride this bike, so I'm not going to charge it all the way. What is it? I'm charging this battery right now, okay? This one is pretty low also, so that's going to take a minute, but so far we're at 50% charge, okay? We're at 57.5. We've got about 160 amp hours left in the battery. So yeah, we're about halfway. Man, I don't know if we're going to be able to charge. I don't think we're going to be able to drain it all the way. Okay, so the goal is to just see how much capacity this battery has, sort of, kind of. Okay, so it was at 280. It's 120. We've gone through 120 amp hours so far. Okay. And HadesOmega has been trying hard, okay, to drain the battery, all right? And then so when we get it pretty low, I'm going to say, I think if we can get like 200 amp hours, we'll be fine, okay? So I think when this gets to about 80, I'd say, hey, yeah, we're using like pretty much a lot of the battery's power, okay? So, but I still got one more battery to charge, and that's it. You know, there's really nothing else that eats up a lot of power in here, unless I want to just keep on running the compressor all night. You know. Okay, so yeah, I will check on the capacity of the battery once we're done with this little capacity test. It's not like a real official one, you know. I just want to see how far we can discharge a battery before the inverter turns off, and how much we can draw from the battery. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's going again. But yeah, so far so good. We're about halfway through the battery. So and then yeah, so when we're done with the capacity test, we will charge it with the solar panels, okay? And then we'll see if the automatic transfer switch works too. So all right, let's make out. Oh, there we go. It's really spinning now. So it's at a 1 kilowatt right now. So that washer will eat anywhere from like 200 to like 500 watts. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. But when it's like really spinning, it eats at like about 300 watts. Okay, because we were at 700 watts while we're charging a battery. So, all right, let's make out. All right, HadesOmega here. It's about 1 a.m. in the morning, or almost 2, I guess. So I've connected everything to the inverter now. Okay, so now my internet is running off of the inverter. This charger is running off the inverter. I've charged one battery. I've charged the battery that was in this bike, and now I'm charging this battery. So I'm putting this thing through the ringer. Okay, I'm trying to drain it as much as I can, man, and it's tough. I've already done a load of laundry. I got my refrigerator hooked up to it. Yeah, it's tough. Anyway, it's pulling about 400 watts right now. You can see 400, 500 watts I got going through it, and gone down to 84. We got 84 amp hours left, so we've gone through about 200 amp hours. So we're doing real good, and we still got 25.8 volts. So not bad. So just keep on capacity test. So I think once this battery is nearly done charging. So once this battery is done charging, I'm going to just leave the air compressor on all night. All right, is what I'm gonna do. So that air compressor, it slowly leaks, okay, and then so every once in a while I hear it turn on if I forget to turn it off at night. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave that on, or I could use this shop fan too. I could just leave this shop fan on all night. That I don't really know how much power that eats up though. So, but the compressor eats up a good amount. So we're almost there. I think if we can pull like 250 amp hours, I think we'll be good. But we'll see how far we try to charge stuff. I'm charging this Bluetooth thing. I charge my phone. I'm charging this headlamp. And I charge this power bank here. I was charging the batteries on the bikes, on my motorcycles. I'm like, oh man, this thing is awesome, dude. It can handle a lot of loads, man. It can handle a lot of power. Anyway, so what I did is I hooked up the shore power, okay, grid power, to the inverter. So now you see there's a little telephone pole there, power line there, okay? So that means it's connected. If I disconnect it, let's disconnect it real quick. Okay, goes away, okay. Plug it back in. Okay, and it's back in. Okay, so at about, I forget, I set it somewhere. I think it's 24 volts. Okay, 23 volts, okay? So I've set it to 23 volts. I think the whatchamacallit, the BMS will cut the power off at 21 volts, okay? So yeah, no matter what, you know, you've got the BMS to protect the battery, so even if you mess up the settings on this, there's not much you can't damage the battery, okay? Because you got the BMS on there, all right? So even if I set something up wrong, the BMS will catch it, okay? Hopefully. And then so at 23 volts, when this gets to 23 volts, it's still like at 26 volts right now. It'll switch over to the shore power, okay, or grid power. So when that happens, we'll find out. We'll see how much we've gone through, okay? But so far we've gone through about 200 amp hours, which is pretty good, okay? So hopefully we can get it down to like 250. So what's 250? 250 would be 30 amp hours left in the tank, okay, type of thing. So we're at 30% state of charge, 25.79 volts. It's a little bit higher than what that says. And we're pulling 20 amps right now, and you got 83 in tank. All right, got 83 more left to go. All right, I will try to get it down as much as I can, okay? so I can give you guys a good idea of what the capacity of this battery is, okay? For practical uses, okay, for this system. But we do know that it's 280 amp hours, okay? That's what this is rated for. But will we get that? I don't know. Hopefully we get something close to that. If we can get like 250 amp hours, that's fine with me. Like I said, I don't really want to stress the batteries out all that much anyway, so. Alright, HadesOmega. Alright, HadesOmega here. It's the next day, and so I left the lights on last night, so I guess this thing drained it all the way, so the final amp hours I got was 9.284, okay? And we're at 22.89 volts, okay? It was supposed to stop around 23, so that's about right. I think 21 is the cutoff. like the BMS will just, hey, no more, okay? So we're at 3.3%. It stopped at. All right, so right now it's actually on grid. It's on grid power right now, okay? So that's the results of our capacity test. So with the settings we had here, I think we started around 277, and we got like 9.2 amp hours left. So we were around like 270. Okay, 270, 260 amp hours. Like I said, if I was anywhere over like 250, I would be happy. So so there we go. That's the results of the capacity test. We were able to pull like 270 amp hours. Okay, so it's pretty close to advertised. Okay, is what I'm gonna say. I think we could discharge it. Yeah, we could discharge it a little bit more. So okay, yeah, so that's as far as it's gonna discharge. So yeah, anyway, that's like 270 amp hours. It's pretty close to advertised capacity. So I'm pretty happy. So when this gets too low, it'll switch over to grid power. Okay, so it did right there. Okay, so now we're gonna go start charging it. So I guess we'll see how long it takes to charge it. But yeah, I don't have I didn't hook the solar panels up yet. So okay, but yeah, so right now the garage is powered by this right here. Okay, unfortunately I didn't get to watch it switch over. Okay, because it just kind of switched over. So okay, so yeah, that's the results of the capacity test. All right, so I was able to draw. It was very difficult. I had to really just find stuff to draw a lot of power. Okay, but so we are able to do two. So this is what everything that I did since the beginning of the testing is we tested each outlet to see if it functioned, and it did. Okay. And then we did load test. All right, so I took pretty much all the normal appliances that I would run in this system, and I reran them, and it handled everything just fine. And then so that's number 3. And then we did a capacity test. Okay, we went to go see how much amp hours we could draw out of the battery. And so according to the battery monitor, we drew out like 270. So with the setup on this guy, with the way we had it set up, that we were able to pull 270 amp hours. So that's pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. I think anything over like 200 amp hours, I would be okay. Okay, but we used up quite a bit of power. Okay, we used up 270, 260 amp hours of power. I think we started around with 277 amp hours. All right, I wanted to charge it all the way, but it didn't. We didn't have enough sunlight to charge it. Okay, so all right. So now we're gonna go. I'm gonna go plug the solar panels in right now, and then we'll begin charging. So. Voila! There it is.